How do? Welcome back to Stonercraft. This is episode 10, because apparently I can't count. I've managed to put myself in... I managed to make 2 episode 6s. I was checking through my list of things to be uploaded and that were still scheduled. And I'd somehow managed to record 2 episode 6s. So, episode 6, episode 7, 7's 8, 8's 9. This is now episode 10. And you may notice, those astutely eyed among you, that this... my basement, bedroom, house / base area doesn't look like it normally does. And there's a very good reason for that. I'm on creative mode. Yes. I have broken a hole in the wall. Yeah, so I have decorative stone. I just need normal stone. Where's the normal stone? Normal stone. I have been busy at work building a great many things. First and foremost, I decided to test out what my house was going to look like. So I built the basement in basically full scale, and yeah, I was going to say it's just gravel and stuff. But I have been hard at work. As you can tell, the world is just a random world. So the area that I've been... I may have shown a previous video, I think, at the end of one of the episodes that had the technical issues in. I showed this world off with like what the plans are for the biome before I made it. So with the smaller trees and the multicolored trees and things like that. And I wanted to do my end portal, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to go about it and what I was going to do with it. And so I had 2 designs that I was going to go with. And then a viewer suggested a third design, which sounded quite cool as well. So I wanted to draw that up and just see what it looked like for now as just a basic idea. So the first one was this one, which was the windmill, which I'm going to build anyway. Now the original... so the idea would be, obviously, the portal will just be in here, and that's it. You just sort of come out the portal, you're in the windmill, you come out the windmill, and you're in the wheat farm. You've got your little... It'll be by the diagonal bridges that I built on my world, so it'll just be like this. You'll come out here. There you go. Colour-wise, colour scheme-wise, I originally had it this colour, but I haven't used this colour for anything else, and I had lots of diorite block, like polished diorite, and I wasn't a big fan of the polished diorite. I thought it looked a bit too white and a bit too marbly for what I was doing, so I tried out a couple of different colours. So I tried this is grey concrete, which, again, it looks a bit plain, a bit dull. I've got acacia wood, which I actually quite like. It looks nice. It's just everything's acacia wood, and when we get to the house, you'll see why I'm not a big fan of having more things acacia wood. The other one I had was this is light grey concrete. Again, not a big fan, so I might think of something else entirely. I might even make it out of something like iron blocks or something, or lapis, or something stupid, something that just looks crazy and makes it stand out. I might make it more purple. I don't want too much purple because, we've got the purple trees, we've got the purple river, the purple is kind of overdone. The buildings don't need to be purple as well. The next one I came up with, which was the other one I was going to try and do, was this kind of idea, which is a huge rocky formation sort of in the ground. I'm going to try and maybe beef it up a little bit more than this, but this kind of idea that I wanted to do. So obviously you come into the portal there and you're just out in the world. So this will just be a massive chunk taking up space. And I really, really, really want to try, but I haven't had a go at yet. If I do this, I might do this first, and then once it's up and running, I might eventually have a dragon sitting on top of here. But I think that might be a little bit too big, a little bit too overkill to go with this. Don't know yet. We shall see. The third option we had was from a viewer who was watching, suggested, since you got these nice purple trees, why don't you make a big purple tree with the one in? So I was like, oh, okay, let's have a go with that and see how that looks. So we've got just a basic acacia tree I've just sort of thrown together very quickly with the portal in the middle. And then I've thrown some leaves on it and stuff like that, just to kind of... For now, I haven't properly decorated or lit it. It was just to do sort of like a concept of what it might look like. I kind of like it, yeah. So that could be, we could have more purple coming off here, and it'll go down into the river and leach into the river, and that's where the This is where all the purples come from, this like mother tree. I could make this a little bit bigger, add a couple more branches, light it up, and add some bits and pieces. But yeah, this concept I think works really well. But you have to let me know. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with yet. So we've got the windmill, we've got the tree, and we've got the big rocky outcrop. The main thing that I've been doing while I've been online in creative mode is I have been designing my house. And you may have had a quick glimpse of it whilst I was panning around earlier, but this is the design I've come up with for my house. It's a lot more, it's not that complicated, but it's a lot more ambitious than I was planning on making it. Now, I've done a couple of decent sized house builds before. This is probably the most elaborate house that I've ever designed from scratch. You know, that like if you like take that little one over there, that's a Corrales build that took me an hour or so to put together. Following along with him on creative, that was quite a nice big build, and I thought, wow, that's quite cool. That'll do as a nice little house in just a normal survival world. That was the original concept for the house. You can see the scale difference. That I kind of done the basement bit and then just sort of put a roof on it, and that was kind of all she wrote, and that was all I was going to do with it. But yeah, so I went ahead and made this sort of. I wanted a Victorian style mansion. I wanted it to have that kind of the wood over the plaster. Like the plain wall behind it with lots of wood in front of it, which is why I didn't want too much acacia on that building, because this one's going to be very wood heavy. The roof, I am terrible at roofs, so it's not perfect. This accidentally had a double in the middle instead of a single, just because of the way the basement is. I think the way I had it like leveled out at the basement, I had it unfortunately come out an extra block here because of something. There was a reason why it was an extra block longer at the back. I think it was something to do with the stables and stuff and the way it lined up. So I had to do a 2 here instead of a 1 and have that as completely even along. But I think it adds a little bit of layers and it just doesn't look too uniform then, because at the moment if you split it down the middle, it was identical on either side, and I didn't want it to be totally symmetrical, so this one just looks a little bit different to that one, which is fine. I like it. It looks good. We've got the windows here so you can see in. I've taken this. I haven't put the stairs in. So if you've seen my survival world basement house thing that I'm in normally, there's a staircase set up out front. But I think the way I've done these windows with the curtains in here, you'd come out here and you'd walk into that and bonk your head. So I kind of wanted to redesign the stairs or do the stairs later on. To be honest, I'm not going to use the house that much. The house really isn't what... The house is just to be aesthetically pleasing on top of my base, and everything I'm going to use is going to be down in the CD basement area. But yeah, so I was building around, and I built out a bit, and then I was like jutting things out and trying to follow a few like Wells Knight's concepts that he's said previously. And Green as well has done certain things where they've said you build a frame and then you build a box off the box and then build a box off the box, then you build a circle and you do it. And I was like, okay, let's just see what fits and what doesn't fit, and everything seemed to work out quite nicely. I say the roofs I'm normally really crap at, but I'm really happy with how this turned out because it just fit together nicely. So everything kind of locked in, everything looks chunky, everything looks like it's got weight to it, everything looks like it fits on top of the house, if that makes sense. It doesn't look like it's just been slopped on, it looks like it's actually part of the build. There's not a lot of windows in the building just because of the wooden plaques and stuff around the side. But again, I'm not going to use the house much. The towers are more for show than for use. I think I put a little door here just to have like a little area up here to do something should I ever want to. But this one again I think is just hollow and no way up and down at the moment. But the stables, I kept it simple. I put a little roof on it. That's it. That's all it needs. I think the horses need a bit of comfort, a bit of shade, a bit of shelter from the rain, which is fair enough. But that's it. Yeah, inside I went really garish with the floor. I'm not going to keep that. I think this floor is going to change. I literally just pushed fill floor with, and then I put like oak block in or something. It just came up with dark oak strip. I was like, oh, that'll do. Done. Filled the floor, and then it's like, oh, it'll do for now. It's a bit on the chunky side, but we've got a bubble elevator, so we've got a few rooms coming off. There's lots of open space. It's nice and airy. I've lit up the floor with lanterns. There's bubble vators in here to go up to the next floor. I was going to put a staircase in here, but I don't need one. And bubble elevators are a thing, so mod cons in a traditional Victorian house is fine. This is the tower, the big tower, so there's nothing in here except for hollow space. I need to make sure there's nowhere in here that monsters can spawn and fall on my head. Not that they should, but just in case. I don't particularly want them to. We've got, nothing else decorated here. We've got my chandelier that I've built, a little chandelier just to light up because I was having difficulty lighting up this area. And then I put some these beams in here and made it much easier then to light up. But yeah, so the roof looks nice from inside. There's space to do anything I want with the building. I'm not sure what to do with this corner here, but it'll work out. But yeah, I am very happy with how that's come out. My little flags at the top. I'm not really very good at doing flags, but I think they look good from a distance, which is what you need with something that's high up and you're never going to see up close. I mean, if you look at that from a distance, they look like flags blowing in the wind, don't they? That's fine. It looks good. That's all you ever want. So yeah, I'm happy with how that's turned out. As I say, I'm not sure which of the three. I'm going to build a windmill anyway. So I might build that somewhere else and not have that near the portal. Between the two of them, I think I'm leaning towards this one. I think just from a big project build. I mean, I've got to do the house first. While that's still kind of fresh in my mind. But I like the idea of building this, and then once it's built, having the option to put something on top of it as like a big guardian. So like put a big purple and grey dragon on top of it, or this one I suppose I could scale it up a bit more. I could add extra fluff to it. There's a lot to choose. I mean, this is it's looking a bit chunky at the bottom and a bit anemic at the top, but I literally threw this together quickly just for an idea of what it might look like. And I do like it. I think it looks very cool. I just don't know if I like it more than that one. But, you know, if you want to put comments down below and say, hey, do this one, I like this one, or what about this one? If you've got anything that you think would look even better, or a design that looks cool that you think I should have a look at, I'm on Twitter at MGJTheP. I'll put a link down in the description below for that. But yeah, I think my plan today was, because it's episode 10, we were going to do a little world tour, so I'm going to take a wander around and show you a couple of the bases that people have built. I don't think anyone's kind of up to massive base building level yet, although one of the people on the server, Leo, she has got a very impressive couple of buildings that she's put together. She's a fantastic builder. I might get her to come and help me do this. I might get her to come and help me have a look at this and just tweak a bit here and there and make sure it's doable. Because, yeah, I'd say this is probably the most ambitious house I've ever designed myself. I'd say this is off the top of my head. I just built this as I was going, so it's subject to change, and I probably will build it wrong in survival mode and therefore have to redo it. I might bring this out a bit and chunk it into there so it's a little bit longer round, or, you know, there's things that can be tweaked and changed and upgraded, but I am very, very happy with how this turned out. I think this is what I had in my mind when I was designing it. I thought maybe this middle one could be a little bit taller. But with the towers at the back, I don't think we need a third point in the middle. Unless I brought this up a couple of blocks and then tapered the roof down back to that level and just had a little extra bit jutting out the top there. But honestly, I have so much difficulty coming up with roof designs and actually putting roofs in that I'm just happy that this one all fits and looks like it belongs on the house. Ionox, thank you very much for your compliments. Yeah, as I say, my challenge now is to build this in survival mode, so good luck with that, I suppose. But yeah, at the moment, I have I've got resource gathering to do for that, so I need lots of acacia wood. I need lots of... What am I going to need? Grey. Is this just normal? It's light grey, is it? Or normal grey? I can't even remember which block it is. Where's my thing? It is light grey concrete. Yeah, so gonna need lots and lots of bone meal, lots and lots of... Oh no, I am on console. Yes, I am on console, yeah. I'm gonna need lots and lots of... ink sacks. Yeah, I'm gonna need black dye, aren't I? Andesite I've got plenty of, so the roof should be a problem. Wool I've got. What was this in here? I went with oak for the floor. I'm not going to do this floor. I'm going to do something far more basic than this. I think this is a little bit too magic eye. Make me feel queasy every time I came in. Yeah, so make me something a little bit less obnoxious and in your face than stripped dark oak logs. But yeah, that'll do for now. But yeah, so the floor as well. What was the floor in this? Oh, sure. I can fly. I don't need to take that. This is light grey terracotta, even though it looks very pink. So I guess that's another... So I need more bone meal, more ink, and more clay. Okay, so I'm going to need clay. I'm going to need wool. I'm going to need brown wool if I do this floor. Just to light things up. It doesn't have to be sea lands. That can be anything, can't it? That can be glowstone. But I'm going to need to find some cocoa beans so I can make brown dye, because I don't think you can get brown from anything else. But yeah, so I've got, just while if you want to have a double check what the other thing I was doing, I've got 3 designs for a portal. So one in a windmill. One which will match the biome in a big purple tree. And one that is a bit bigger on the scale in a giant rocky outcrop. I don't actually have a PC at the moment, Lunix. My PC is dead, so I don't have PC version of this. I've only ever played it on Xbox anyway, actually. I had it on Xbox 360, then I had the One Edition, and now I've got the Bedrock Edition, so yeah, I've only ever played it on the Xbox. It's the only way I know how. But yeah, so I've got 3 potential designs drawn up, which is good. So this one has the potential to be big and crazy, and I can put like a dragon on top of it or something and have it as its own biome kind of idea. That one I'm probably going to build anyway, so I might just leave that and put it somewhere else further away so it's on its own. And this one I really like, but I think needs to be bigger. But we shall see. Yeah, for now, I'm going to jump back over to the realm. So, I'm going to do a little bit of a world tour and go check out some other people's bases. I'll show you what if you haven't seen before, what I've built in my world. And we'll grab our horse and go and have a look at a couple of other people's bases. Where are we? Let's wait for the realms to load. Stonercraft. Joining realm, this may take a few moments. It always does. And then once I've done my little world tour, I'm going to go back on Modern Warfare, I think. I had a quick go of it last night for the first time and thoroughly enjoyed what I played. So I do actually want to have a go at that properly. get some bits unlocked for me file. But yeah, so oh crap, where am I? So yeah, so this is the basement, the base of the house set up, ready to go. Same scale. I'd already built this first. And then I just put the design on top of it. So spider out the way. This is my little base of operations at the moment, which is probably where it's going to stay. I'm probably going to keep the basement as my actual base, and the top bit of the house is just going to be... Oh my god, you're still breeding. Whoa! Why are you still breeding? Oh, I'm gonna have to do something about that. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Veggie patch. I don't know if I expanded this in the last video or not, if you saw it, but that's now spread out a bit. I've added a new floor down here. The sheep have moved downstairs, so now everything is... Stop breeding! I'm gonna have to go in there and kill them all. Go down there with a hose. Get off him! Leave him alone! Put him down! Right, so what have we got? So here's the map, the area map now, local area map. So we are in the top right middle, that's the basement there, you can see. So that's where the house is going to be. In the bottom right, that little slither of black is the end portal where I've got it at the moment. I'm going to move it a bit further down and to the right, so it's right in the bottom corner of the map. And that is either going to be... I'm probably going to put the windmill up where the top left wheat farm is. So that's going to go up there. So that's out the way. So in the bottom right is either going to be big purple tree or big rocky outcrop with a dragon on top. Don't know which one yet. We shall see. As I say, but I've got to do the house first. But now we've got... Everything is now grey. Everything in the map area is either gravel or not grass. Which is wonderful. Very happy with how it's turned out. I got a bit of podzol from one of the village tradery guys as he wandered past. Much to my dismay, I didn't know that podzol doesn't spread out, doesn't infest adjacent dirt blocks. So I tried to set up a little podzol farm. It doesn't work. So I'm probably going to have to find mycelium to get an abundance of purpley grass, because I think that'll be perfect for if I have mycelium coming out from the portal, and that can be the grass, and that's why everything's turned into gravel and looking naff. But I will just very quickly sleep. I don't think I did anything else majorly different. Hold on, my dog would like to go out. Come on, mate. I saw you. Come on. Well, I'll have a look around and see what there is to see in other people's bases, and hopefully some people have been on and built some more stuff. Just making sure the dog's okay. She's got in the toilet. Priority over the stream is making sure the babies are okay. The people can wait, whoever they happen to be. And the big dog. A big dog. Okay. Come on then, in you come. Good girl. Right. Well, mind my phone, you crazy dog. Doing runs. Sprinting round. Hi. Little pupper. Shut good girl. What was I doing? I can't remember. Oh yeah, World Tour. Yeah, so we'll... what have I done in the meantime? Other than... building all this stuff up. Oh, I put a to-do wall up. Here's my to-do wall. This is all the crap I'd like to do at some point in the very near future. So, house design. and end portal design are done, or they're designed, but they're not done. So we'll get to that eventually. We're looking into potentially the dragon fight and end raiding next week. We might actually do the dragon fight tonight, so I might record a second episode later on today. But I'll just make sure you. If you're watching this on YouTube, it'll have already passed and be waiting to upload probably in a couple of days. So just wait 2 days and it'll be up if we do it. I want to build a kelp farm. We're going to do the world tour now. And we'll do another one at like episode 20 just to see if there's any progress been made or if it's just me that's really progressing. But I know a couple of people have been on and off. I haven't seen anyone today. Hi, small dog. Hello. You okay? Yes. It's nice to see you. Always nice to see you. Yes. Hello. And the cat as well. Yes. Hi, cat. Oh my god, why am I getting mauled? Everyone was asleep when I started the stream. Why are you all suddenly on my head? There we go. Right, let me go and grab a horse. Where's my good horse? Don't even know what that... Was that you, dog? I thought someone at the door. I got really confused. Get to leaping. Oh, I thought you were top leaper. Not quite enough to get up to the top of that. Oh, I've got rid of the block. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just do this. Right, so there are 2 bases to the north. We'll get to them in a second. So here's my little shop. If you haven't seen it before, on my campsite and fishing pond. And there's a pig in the fishing pond. So this is my path and my lampposts and things that I put down to get back to spawn. So we'll start at... It's just a cow. I thought there was some random black thing over there. What the hell was that? What the hell are you doing out? How did you even get there? Yeah, so at spawn, which as far as I'm aware, is like a prefab thing. I don't know who made it or if it was installed, or if this is like someone's old world that's been updated to be... I identify as an ender chest. Oh, people are just nicking the ender chest from spawn. Oh, very cunning. Yes, good idea. Yeah, so this is the very aesthetically pleasing spawn area, which... I say I don't know who physically built it or created or whatnot, but it looks spectacular. If it was the guys who made the server, then fair play. They've done a phenomenal job, and it's far more ambitious than anything I would have made for this. But they may have made it in creative and then set up the world as a survival realm or something. But who knows? So this little path here leads us to Melon's base, who I think has only just really started. She's made herself a mini castle, like a micro castle that she's working on. I haven't seen her. I think she's been busy with exams or something this week, so she hasn't been on for this week or the last week or so. But hopefully she'll be back on soon. Join us for the end raid. Cheap has, as far as I'm aware, been nomading around and just looking for things and adventuring. Karma, as far as I'm aware, last I saw him, he and his, as far as I'm aware, girlfriend, whose gamer tag has recently changed, I can't remember what it was, used to be called Sour Pez. They were building this house here, so they kind of took over spawn as their little area. So they started this house, but I don't think there's been any update to this house for the last week or so either. So I don't think he's been on, and I don't know where he's gone. So my base is that way. There's 2. So there's just double checking who's on the server. So we've got Melon, Cheap, who is AWOL and everywhere. Melon, who we've been to, me, Karma, and his girlfriend, who were both here. As far as I'm aware, I don't think he's got a base. He hasn't mentioned it. King and Leo, who were both this away. They somehow managed to both set up within like 20 feet of each other. King is this little village here. He's been doing some remodeling on the village. He's been tweaking it, putting some extra trees in and things, and he's built himself this little grotto that he's had. He's got a little super smelter set up here, which is cute. He's got his mine down there, which I haven't even dared to go down yet. I made him a little map of the area so you can see this, like the scale of his base. So he's been tweaking this village and working on it. He's got a chicken cooker and a mini sugarcane farm behind there that's automated up. I assume his strip mine has been put to good. He doesn't seem to go down very far, but oh no, he's just been clearing out. Oh, look at the pillars and everything. Oh, there you go. It goes further down there. Whoa. What do we have over here? Cats. For some reason. The cat. Is he trying to make a creeper farm? If he works out a way to make a creeper farm on Bedrock, I'll be thoroughly impressed. Because I've been Googling it for a while and I can't find a way to make mobs spawn, let alone specific mob spawn. So further down, down. It's 12. Whoa, he's been busy, man. It's a bit high up and not digging very high, but whatever works for you, man. That's dedication to finding every fucking morsel of diamond that you can. Well lit up as well, unless he's done this specifically this high to be like a creeper spawner. But yeah, okay, fair enough. I approve. Well done, King. That's some dedication to your mining there, man. It looks good. Anything else of interest? I'm sure he'll tell me if he sees this and goes, "No, you missed the coolest thing which I've built." My horse is gonna run away. He does that from time to time. Oh no, he actually hadn't run away. A couple of chests. I won't go through his chests and stuff. Private property. Yeah, so he hasn't really got a proper base set up yet because all his stuff's just in chests out here. This little village, he's been plugging away, neatening it up and putting some paths in, and wants to turn this into a thriving metropolis at some point. It's looking good so far. It's looking very neat and tidy, I have to say, for a village that's normally just a higgledy-piggledy mess of random half buildings and things when they generate. He's done a good job so far. This is Leo's base. This wall was not here last time I got here. Leo, what have you done? And how do I get in now? Because I can't get in with my horse. I'll have to go up and over. Sorry, Leo. I'm jumping the wall. Hope you don't mind. But wow, that's a cool wall. I love it. Nice wall, Leo. That's very cool. Yeah, I don't think that was here last time I was here. Look at that with the little fence and the thing to get the water through, like a little drainage system. That's so cool. Players can now sleep. Oh, have you got a bed outside? Let's go and look at this very pretty barn. Leo, I'm going to steal a bed of yours somewhere. Is this your house? Stay up. Sorry, it's dark. I need to sleep. Where's the bed? Bed. Why do you not have a bed? Oh my god, she doesn't have a bed. Now my horse has run away. Crap, he actually has run away. Where the hell did he go? Oh, horsey! You're not my horse. Leo, my horse is in your base somewhere. I don't know where he went. Oh, phenomenal build. Look at the detail and the very corralisy, but storage shed. Doesn't like to be a bed in there, is there? Where the hell did my horse go? I need to find him. Someone help me find my horse. Look for my horse. My horse was amazing. Oh, there you are. Look at you eating fucking daisies, you prick. Come on. Let's find it. Where's this? Oh, yeah, she's built a stable. I'm going to stash you at a stable. I forgot that was an option. Oh, God. I forgot dinner boat was a thing. Right. I'm going to stash you in here. Leave my horse alone, you plick. You stay in there. Go nowhere. Stay there. Do not want you escaping. Ow, 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 ow. Leo, where's your bed? I need a bed. Where are you set up at the road? Because she normally has a chest, you know, a crafting bench and a bed set up somewhere where she's currently working. So maybe she's working on these buildings are new. These buildings weren't here last time. Maybe one of these buildings has a bed in them. That would be nice. No. Why don't you have a bed anywhere, Leo? Oh, Enderman, you, come here. Come on. Where bloody hell do you go? Thanking you. Oh, 4. Nice. That's a win. This house is probably not going to have a bed in it either. It's very pretty, though. I like the roof design. This is all lit up over here. This looks new as well. There's a small fence. Yeah, I remember this bit of fence. Yeah, the little fence that went round. I went round the back. That's why I decided I was going to do a little world tour soon, but it's so pretty. Yeah, I honestly don't know where her... Are you quite alright there, sir? Dum dum dum. I love it. That's really, really cool. The whole building. Oh, there's some chests over there. There's probably a bed down there. Wow, this wall goes miles round. Fireworks outside. Oh, there's an ender chest. Maybe a bed's in there. There's somebody at the door. Oh, not at the door, walking past probably. So these white blocks must be the wall plan? Jesus Christ, because that goes all the way around. She's going to encompass both. Dog needs to show me something, apparently. Come on then, show me what you want to show me. Come on. Nobody there. Someone next door, potentially. Absolutely bleeding nobody. Bless her. Her little face, so she came under the room and looked at me as if to say, "Are you coming? Are you coming to inspect this nothing?" I was like, "No, I know it's nothing because there's no one due to come here until Wednesday because Mummy and Daddy are on holiday in Greece. So I'm house sitting for the dogs and looking after the babies, which is the best job in the world. But But yeah, so there's no one coming round. The only people who are going to come up here are going to knock on the door is the postman for some reason. Or cold callers, so I don't really need to care about answering the door. There is unlikely to be anyone outside that wants to come and talk to the babies. I'm sorry. But yeah, so... Oh yeah, she's going to build this fence all the way round the village. Or is King built now? This is in her style. I would say this is to go with this as opposed to go with that. If this is King's wall, I apologise profusely, and that's phenomenal. Because it does go... Huh. I have to check. I hadn't considered that it was King's wall. I thought this was blocking off this build because it's in a similar style, but I suppose it makes sense to have it all the way round the village and then light up the whole thing, I guess. But my word, that is a beautiful build. I just spent 20 hours putting gravel all over the place. You know, these guys have actually sat down and... There's another Enderman. You, come here. Chap who will give me things. Ow, 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 ow. No, never mind. We need ender pearls so we can... I think I've got enough end pearls now to make Eye of Enders to open the end portal. I just can't have to have spares. Oh well, now we're getting to day. I'll actually have a look around Leo's base now. Now that it's coming back to daytime, I don't have to worry about accidentally blowing anything up with a creeper hole. So this is the barn, which is a phenomenal build, I have to say. The detail is... it's really, really nice. Love the patchwork floor. It's just very similar to what I've done with my path to my base and things. So I approve immediately of this. The higgledy-piggledy fence gate, concrete, cobblestone, stone brick. Again, I've been pottering with a bit, but not to this extent. And, you know, not to the point where I've got, like, a spruce and an oak gate next to each other just to have a bit of contrast in the wood. There's a spruce step against an oak plank. You know, say two different types of fence. Two different stairs next to each other. Never really thought like the very subtle contrast you get from just different bits of wood next to each other. I always like the ladders. The ladders are cute. I don't even know if you can get up. This is a staircase. Oh yeah, this is a staircase. Again, it's form over function, so it's not about like, ease of access and stuff. Like my bases are generally kind of... I try and make them as open plan as possible. And a little stack of dirt. Ziggy, what are you doing? Daft cat, get out from under the table before you get stuck. Yeah, so I suppose the whole thing of a staircase that is a bit awkward to get up, or it's part of the charm. Old houses are like that, and wooden barns and things are not really designed for that. Is that a chimney? Looks like that's going to be potentially a chimney. That's cool. Yeah, right up into the roof, so it's accessible all the way up to the top. Just put different floors in. Looks almost like the floor looks almost chocolatey, like a biscuit. That kind of cookie, chocolate chip cookie kind of print, or like when you get like chocolate bread, swirled bread, like the. Yeah. So Leo's storage. So just ask politely for us to stay out, but kind of get it. You know what chests are. You know how they work. Her mine. Look at this. This is just... I think this was the first thing she built. She literally ripped this out, put it in, and then went, right, I'm going mining now. And then off she went. And she flattened out all this. This was all hills and stuff originally, I think. But she just got to work. Just look at it. Oh, it's going all the way down now. It only went down to about 30 before last time I came here. There you go. Oh, she doesn't light up her strip mines though. That's brave. Very brave indeed. She does a big chunk though, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3. So a 9 squared block. That one's... See, this is why you light them up, Leo. Your tunnels are full of skeletons and stuff now. This one's only a 2 by 2. Okay, so she shrunk it down. But still, that's pretty big chunk. I haven't shown my strip mine on camera because, obviously, you know what a strip mine is. I was just intrigued as to what everyone else was doing. Let's nudge you a second. Up we go. But this is worth a look because it's just so pretty. Let's have a look. A spruce step. Lag on hotel. Oh, it's Mike. I was like, what are you talking about, hotel Wi-Fi? Yeah, of course it's you. Hi, Nobed. You're right. Having a nice time. I'm doing a world tour of someone else's base at the moment. But yeah, so this is their base there. I'm trying to decide what to do with my end portal at the moment. I don't even know if you can hear me with the Wi-Fi that bad. Dump. Come on, horse. Let's head back. So I think that's everyone's bases now. That's all the bases on the realm at the moment. So there's only the 2 bases that are actually in progress, and then this makes it... King, you've made it very awkward to get around places now. I didn't open that, did I? Did I open that? I must have opened that, sorry. Yep. So head back to my base, pop the horse in. I'm going to head back to the creative world to finish up and have one last look at the crap I've built, just to see what to do next. And then in the next episode, hopefully, we are going to be fighting the End Dragon, I think. If everybody's on, we're going to be doing that. Should be fun. Anything interesting in the shop? I don't think I put it. Oh, I got a couple of... I went on an adventure and got a couple of Heart of the Seas. They're now on sale in the shop. Everything in this area is now gravel. Like, I've literally gravelled the whole map now, or as far as the map shows. I managed to keep Terry the Creeper, which was good. But yeah, everything up to the river is now my biome, basically. The river looks good. We're going to move the portal over here, and we're going to design our portal here. Whatever we may go with it on. Oh, go with it. Whatever design we go with in the end. Mr. Horse, and you go. Good man. Right. Successful trip with 4 ender pearls. Just what we needed. Oh, I've got a spruce sapling as well. That's good. I haven't had a spruce sapling yet, so that's handy. That'd be very good for my tree farm when I eventually build that downstairs somewhere. Underground. So we've done a world tour. I'll take that off, and then we'll put it straight back up again, because I want to do a world tour. Episode 20 World Tour. So that's our next milestone. I want to have as much of this completed by episode 20 as I can, and then I'm going to completely reset the board for episode 30 with 15 new things to do. that may be too ambitious. I may try and do a line of things. If I can get rid of a row every 10 episodes, that's not bad going. Because I'll think of other things to do in the meantime and potter around. So that's fine. But yeah, so the map now, you can see my little square of gravel. So there's spawn. There's my patch of gravel. Up the top there is Leo's base, and to the right, which I obviously can't point at because I've only got an up and down axis. Just to the right of there is the village we've just at. The other side to the left of spawn is where Melon's little mini castle was, I think. Or was hers to the side? Hers might have been like here. She might be here. Yeah, I don't think anyone's out there yet. I don't think anyone's gone over that way. Interesting. Cheap does have a little setup, but it's in the, like a little underwater thing that he's got up there, but it's literally, he found a base that was pre-built, like one of the secret bunker things, and just set up camp there, because it had a Heart of the Sea set up in it. So he's just like, oh, I can breathe underwater, I'm just going to live here. As you do. But that's it, yeah, so that's my little world tour for episode 10. As I say, it's early days yet, but in 10 episodes' time, we'll have a load of new stuff built. I want to have my end portal done, I want to have my house done, I want to have beaten the dragon, I want to have raided the Nen City, and I want to build a couple of farms underground. See how that goes. That's the plan anyway. But my creative world that I have set up. Oh, my cat. Okay. One last look at the plans before we sign off. Oh, I love that. That looks so cool. So, basically, that's getting built anyway, but doesn't need to be a portal thing. So it's A or B. A tree or B gas rocky outcrop. For my end portal design. I don't know which one yet. I haven't decided. I am definitely building this house though, because I love it. It's super, super, super cool. Exactly what I want it to look like. And it came together well. That doesn't always happen. Normally I end up with something that doesn't look right, something I'm not happy with, something that looks a bit higgledy-piggledy. Everything on this looks fine. I have no issue with anything not looking right. The rooftop looks good. I mean, even like the flat bit here, I probably could have brought that up a couple more, but I didn't want it to be too angular over, because it'd then come over the top of this, so I didn't want to have to then raise all this up to meet it, so it was flat with that. Probably could have done with being one lower maybe, but what are you going to do? I like it. It looks good. It's what we wanted. It's what we wanted to build. It's what we're going to get. So, hopefully, my plans for the next few days is going to be resource gathering, bone meal, ink sacks, sand, gravel. More gravel. Oh, more gravel. I've just gravelled an entire world. No more gravel, please. Gravel, yeah, sand to make the concrete blocks. I'm going to need so much acacia. I'm going to need probably an inventory's worth of acacia alone. Andesite I think I've got enough of, but you know, scale can be deceiving, so maybe not. Glass is fine, but I went with black glass, so probably more ink sacks. That's bone blocks that I've got there, but that could quite easily be white wool and really not make a difference. I just quite like the aesthetic of the bone blocks as curtains. No, there's nothing else really that I need. Something for the floor. definitely isn't going to be this stuff. I really don't want this. I don't like it at all. But yeah, so that's... This is going to be a challenge. But I think we can get it done. I have built bigger houses, but not quite as detailed. Like the last thing I built that was that kind of scale was like a big bell tower kind of thing, and it was like a huge dome with like a glass ceiling with like an intricate design, so when you looked up it looked like you were in a petal storm, like a whirlwind of leaves and things above you. It looked really cool. But yeah, that was just one big room with like walls put inside it. This is actually looks and feels like a house. It actually looks like a house that could exist in the world. So yeah, it's my first time designing a realistic-ish mansion, manor, house, and I think it's come out nicely. I was tempted to come out here with it further out, or over that side with it a bit further out, and maybe put like an extra bit over here. But honestly, with the two towers at the back, I really don't think it needs it. I think that's absolutely perfect as it is. So yeah, that's it. This is what I'm going to be doing for the next few days. I will probably do a bit of a build along with Jay once I've got some of the resources gathered. At least I might put the framework up and then start adding some of the details in with yourselves on the stream. But for now, I've got some resources together, and I've got a little bit of Modern Warfare to play as well. Got to get my level up. But I'm gonna, I've taken a couple of screenshots of this, so this might be a thumbnail for this video, and a few of the videos going forward. Oh yeah, I do like that. I think that would look really cool with a dragon on top. But I don't know how I'm gonna do a dragon. I have no idea. And I do like that as well. I might just make a big tree anyway, like a big mother tree with like a... I might have like 2 end portals. I might have both. Why not both? My entire island is going to be huge. Why not have this tree down the south end of the island with the end portal, and then have that one as the main one off the base, or have that one as like a big thing in the bottom in like the quarry biome, and have that in my base? Why not? Why not have both? I can have 2. You cover the entire island, and maybe if I find like a skeleton spawner, I'll have that as the entrance to the skeleton spawner, and just go, boom, there's a big tree, go down for the skeleton spawner. But yeah, it's fine. It's good. We'll make both. I'm pretty sure I will end up making both, because I like them both equally, and I've already decided I'm making that in the wheat fields regardless. So yeah, lots to do. Way too much to do. Oh, it's going to be a busy week. So I better get to work. I shall catch you guys in the next one, which will be episode 11, which will more than likely be, hopefully if all goes to plan, will be later on tonight as this one is streamed, which is what day we're on? Monday the 28th. So that's how far ahead or behind the streams are to the YouTube channel, I guess. But we'll hopefully be fighting the Ender Dragon, so the next episode should be a bit of multiplayer focus. You should get a few people in the stream on it and stuff. So, and we'll be taking on the dragon. If it's not next episode, it might be the episode after. We'll see. I say one way or another, the next episode will either be fighting the Ender Dragon, or I'm going to be doing some build along with Jay with this beautiful house you can see over my shoulder. But until then, go and do something productive with the rest of your day, because I've done enough production today to last a fucking week. Enjoy! Sorry for the swearing. Ha! Toodaloo! Bye!